Hello, I am back, and this time around I'm going to show you how to make snake design, all those random braid designs that you see on cornrows when you're bored with your cornrow and you just need something to make it more interesting. I've got you. So this is going to be just several ways you can incorporate both the snake style and also the triangular one. Those zigzag, yeah, the zigzag. In Nigeria we call that style eti salad. So this is what it looks like. I ran out of space, but I was still able to show you how to get it done. So for the very first design we are going to make the regular snake design, which you do in between two straight lines. So I am going to start off by making a tiny braid in the middle, just to use it to section off my sections and make sure that everything I am demonstrating is going to be very clear. And that's what I'm doing now. But guys, please, before we get into this video, please do not skip all my ads so that I can make some money. The adverts that play while you watch your video, if you watch that, you are contributing to the growth of this channel, and I thank you for it. If that is too much, or you're in a hurry or whatever, please just leave a thumbs up, a comment, thumbs up. Sharing and liking helps the channel to grow, and I really ask you to please do that for me. So to start off, make sure your hair is detangled, and then you're going to start sectioning the hair into small pieces like this, small sections, and you're going to alternate where you face the hair as you do that, just as I am demonstrating in the video. So you section off, you push it to the left, the next one you section, you push it to the right, section, push it to the left, section, push it to the right. This is going to help you to be able to braid the hair without the hair interfering with each other. If you leave it straight, the line or the sections are going to close up, and it is going to be just very stressful for you. So you can see why now as I alternate between each section. It is so easy. So just from watching you can understand this, and I just speed up the process because, as in the cornrow section, because this video is not about how to cornrow. If you want to learn how to cornrow, I have just one video that you will watch and you will become a braider. I promise you, if you watch just that one video, you will learn how to cornrow. I also have another video that showed 7 mistakes beginners make when they are learning to cornrow and how to fix them. Like all those, like the braids are not lying flat, you're closing your sections, all those problems. Like I treated them, demonstrated what causes them, and I also demonstrated how to fix them. That video is gold. I have a playlist of how to braid. It is going to be there, you can just watch it. Back to our tutorial. I am making a tiny braid to section off the parts again, but this also adds a kind of flair to your hairstyle. So if your cornrow is boring, like you want to make all back but it's boring, you just need something to, like, your spirit tells you need something to make this hair more interesting, you can make any of these designs. It's going to just make it more interesting. So now this second case is, let's say you want to make the snake pattern on your whole head, and you are starting from the edge of the head, like close to the ear. So you're going to have one section of the head which is like the part of the skin, the boundary of the hair and the skin. It's going to be straight, and you're going to start by making like the snaky bendy lines first of all, like the first section close to your ear. I am just demonstrating how to start it in case you want to make the snake section on your whole head. And we are assuming that my left hand in this video is your ear section, which is straight. So you just start off making the snaky pattern on the side that you can work with, and then after that you can continue making that pattern. If that is what you want, you can continue making that pattern all the way through the rest of the hair, because sometimes it is easy to incorporate these styles in the center of your your sections. Like you can just place it in the middle of your hair. But if you want to make the whole hair, sometimes you get to your ear section or to the edges and you just get stuck and confused. So that is why. Now let's assume you have made your first one and you just want curved sides. Like I am covering the variety of braided designs that I see, like these little designs that we use to spice up cornrows, and this is one of them. So this is the instance where you have like curvy line but straight braids. So the other one we did were straight line curvy braids on one side, then straight line. I'm becoming confused. So the first one was 2 straight line curvy braids, the second one was 1 straight line, 1 curvy line, then curvy braids. This is 2 curvy lines and straight braid in the middle. This is also another design you can incorporate on your cornrows to make it more interesting. Instead of sectioning the hair straight down, you use the wiggly you wiggle the line through the hair and it makes it more interesting. And I'm just going to braid this section away because I don't know what to do with it, but this is most likely how your last braid is going to end. So let's move to the other part of the hair. Let me show you when the snake braid looks different. Now the width or the thickness, like the size of the pattern where you braid the snake braid, and how close you make these sections that goes across. This one I am making now. How close you make these and how wide the section is going to determine how wriggly your snake is. If you want the snake to not look too wiggle, then you have to make the boxes like the first one I did, the very first snake braid I did. And the longer the lines in between, the less like a snake it is going to look. So let's assume you really want like those wiggly, like the ones that are close and twisting around very, very crazily. This is it. You have to make the patterns close together and small, okay, and then you have to give it enough space to move before it turns around. So that section has to be wider also. You're going to see what I mean in a few seconds, because this one is going to be really wiggly, wriggly, very snaky. I think I'll just say snaky so that I can stop biting my tongue with the wiggly. So you wriggle your way and you wriggle. Just make the distance where you have to wriggle close, like a snake that is not interested in escaping and just wants to play around. Like you just wriggle very close, covering as less distance as fast as possible. Like you're not in a hurry to finish up, let's just put it that way. So the braids are closer together and it's wriggling close, you know. It looks more snaky, it looks more intense, it's more eye-catching, it just looks more serious. You get what I mean? So even if you have that section smaller but way like this exact braid I just made now is thinner, then you're still going to get the wiggle snaky distance. So if you get to a distance, you have to stop and section, or you do everything and clip it away. But I had just one clip. Out of laziness, I didn't want to go get another one, and I just continued to wiggle, snaking the way around. And I am going to do this to the end of the braid. I think you've learned it now, so I'm going to fast forward the rest of it. It is that easy. So let's go. Return. This is how you're going to keep twisting around your clients or your sisters or your child's or your mom's or whoever hair you're making. But as you can see, this is cornrow without hair extensions, and it looks interesting because we decided to play with the design. So mission accomplished. Yeah, now the next one we are going to do is when you have one side angled, just the same way we created one side wriggly, one side straight. Now we are going to make one side triangle. Okay, let's assume you're at the edge of your head and you want to start making the triangle design, this type of design, and you're starting like close to your ear, in my case on my right hand side, let's say the ear is on my right hand side and this is the first braid I am making, if trying to make triangular design. So starting close to the ear, I am just going to proceed and make this triangle shape. You get what I mean? So I assuming the ear is on my left there, right there on my left, you get? So that's how you start. But on the next braid I will show you exactly what it looks like. This can be a design if you want, but if you want this etisalat exactly like this, I am going to show it to you. I am running out of space, but you're still going to learn this style, I promise you. Just keep watching. If you like anything about this video, or if you're still watching up to this point, then you're definitely learning something. Please leave a thumbs up. It helps me grow and it makes me feel good. So take your time. I think this one is kind of slower than the snake design. You really have to take your time and make sure the edges of the triangle look sharp, so that it can look like a triangle. If you mess it up, if the edges are not pointed, it is going to look like a snake design. And guys, it is funny when you cannot tell if it is a triangle or a snake, because you didn't point out, you didn't make the end pointy enough. So choose which one you are going to do. Choose whom you are going to serve. You're either making the snake or the triangle. If you're making the triangle, make sure you make that end pointy. And as you can see, for the triangle, you don't braid the whole hair. You have to work like the whole design is the braid itself. So for your next one too, you will follow exactly that shape and section of the place you're going to plait, and just keep going. If you're braiding your whole hair, that's your movement. You keep following the design you've already made and you continue that way. So if you want me to make a full head of any of the styles, just let me know. But I believe the explanation I gave took into account, like if you're braiding your whole hair with this design, or child's hair, and this is what we came up with. These are the various simple usual braid designs that we have, especially around me here in Nigeria. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are popular, others I have never seen someone carrying here except on the internet. And I am about to poke this camera with this big head, and we are done. Okay, she looks lovely. She looks lovely. Okay guys, wait. Be thumbs up my video. I be you want to come and look for trouble. You come and watch my video, you now look for my trouble and don't do that please now. Just thumbs up. You just give me thumbs up. You stand here, just press it. And if you want to see more of this, please remember to subscribe. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.